my pleasure to be here as a panelist to join this session. First of all, free trade zones are usually designated areas within a country in which trade, investments, and business operations are free. And the objective of setting up a free trade zone is to encourage business activities and attract foreign investment. So for Hong Kong, the whole territory is free. We are a free port actually, but you can also see, or you may like to see, Hong Kong as a free trade zone for China, as we are now part of China. But we're super, that's why we say we are a special administrative region. What's super? Because apart from the customs, you don't have to pay any custom duties. Foreign companies are free to set up operation in Hong Kong, and every company, including foreign companies, can have 100% ownership, and you are free to repatriate your profits back home, etc. But on top of that, Hong Kong is special or more free because we have our own legal system. We are separate customs territory. And Hong Kong can also play a very important role as a trade and service gateway to the region. As you can see here, it's not only to the region, but also to the whole world. And we are very successful in attracting foreign investment. Because in terms of trade, Hong Kong ranked number 9 in world merchandise export, and of which 98% are re-exports. That means they are from other countries and then sent to another countries. We are actually playing a gateway role for trade. And for investment, Hong Kong ranked number 3 as a recipient of FDI in the world. And we are also number 2 as a source of FDI. But of course, many of these investment or capital flows are not indigenous from Hong Kong. Hong Kong is basically a hub for many foreign companies to set up their headquarters here and then translate or transmit their investment to different countries in the world. So you may say Hong Kong is very successful in this sense. But you may also ask, what made Hong Kong this successful? I would like to look at this from a macro perspective. I would like to look at the trends of international trade. Today, international production, trade, and investment are organized within the so-called global value chains. In the very beginning, different stages of production process are located across different countries. This is what we call the production fragmentation or dispersed manufacturing. But more recently, there's also a strong trend that there is international dispersion of services along the value chains like R&D, like marketing. In Hong Kong, as a trading hub, we provide a very good platform for these companies to manage the different processes in these value chains. I would like to use the example of the TCF industry, textile, clothing, and footwear as an example. Because all you know, China is already a very successful production base for manufacturing this kind of products. But actually, in more recent years, China is not only a base for production for exports, but also production for the China domestic market and help in doing the design and also the marketing job. So it's not only OEM, but we are now doing more the so-called ODM activities. Because for OEM, all the brands, all the designs are from the host countries, from the US, from Europe, from Japan, etc. But for ODM, production or the manufacturers in China will also take care of the value added in terms of design, etc. And also for the production, though China has moved up the value chain to produce a lot of fabrics and filaments, but we still need to, the manufacturers in China still need to import a lot of, raw materials like cotton from India, wool from Australia, and also some very high-end synthetic fiber or fabrics from Taiwan, Korea, etc. And also, in the past few years, when we see the production costs in China increase, firms are more encouraged to relocate some of the productions to other countries in Southeast Asia to take advantage of this dispersed manufacturing. So as a result, you'll see a very complex web of value chains or supply chains in the world for this in this style. But Hong Kong is playing a trading hub role. We provide a very sound business environment, and we provide the service support to help trading companies operating here in Hong Kong to extend their sourcing network and to manage their very, very diverse supply chains. And service here is very important because services are sometimes referred as a glue to put together all this supply chain and make sure that they are operate in a fluid manner. As the value chain is pulled apart and placed at different locations to look for the best solution at each step, multinational companies or the lead firm of the global value chain have to coordinate and integrate individual supply chains to shorten the delivery cycles. This is very important because, as I mentioned, the trend of international trade, each company now has to manage many different supply chains. So how to coordinate them to make them work efficiently and effectively to respond quickly to the customer needs and to shorten the delivery time is very important, because nowadays we are not only talking about lower the production cost or increase the product quality, but how to manage the supply chains in an effective manner is the most important things of supply chain management company. Here I would like to use Li & Fung to illustrate this because Li & Fung is a very successful trading company, and it is the most quoted company to show how it is evolved from a local to a regional and now to a global trading companies, and how it has evolved to address the changing market conditions and meet changing customer needs. I won't explain the details here, you can see the PowerPoint here. But throughout the process, Li & Fung has kept its headquarters in Hong Kong to coordinate different business processes in the value chains and integrate its global network of supply chains. Not only Li & Fung has its headquarters in Hong Kong, many other multinational companies has also selected Hong Kong as a base to manage their supply chain network in Asia. The reason being, Hong Kong has a very good business environment, that is low tax rate. We have very good IP protection. We have rule of law. We have economic freedom. And of course, we have first-class infrastructures to have the transportation connections with all their target markets in the region and the world. And every company, they come to Hong Kong, they can free to set up any business they want. And of course, they can enjoy because of the clusters of service here so that they can, manage the value chains efficiently and effectively. And because in Hong Kong, we are a level playing field, every company, they can do whatever they want, and they can have the freedom or flexibility to develop new or innovate new service to help their customer needs, and so that help them to grow and prosper. So this is what I want to share with you this morning, and I hope we can have a very good discussion later on. Thank you.